Hey, what's going on, guys? FCU Gaming back with another video. Quarterback got injured. Now I'm the starter. Week 7. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, they know I'm up next. Take a hate, that's okay. I'm a stunt with my team. Get this money, find a way. Yeah, that hoe. Yes, you want me, but we keep.
My chance to start a regular season game arrived unexpectedly in the middle of week 7. Our starter was injured, and I was the next man up. It took everything I had to calm my nerves. The preseason is one thing, but I'd be stepping out under the lights for real this time.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Exit 3rd and 2.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw is Green. Throwing on first down. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of
that first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Out now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes, and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 40.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short, and that leads to a 4th down. 4th down, here's Wilson, and he finds a man, it's Olsen. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Jordan Hicks, 3rd in the NFL in tackles a year ago, there to make the play.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Seahawks.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
At the 10-yard line.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Will Disley, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks 3.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
23 yards, the final tally. So here we are, Charles. Speaking of this rookie quarterback, he's had one training camp and roughly a month and a half or so of regular season games to try to digest everything. Now here he is making his first NFL start.
And let's be frank about it, partner. I'm kind of surprised it's actually taken this long because every year when a team takes a quarterback in the first round, what do they say? We're going to let him sit for a year. We're going to give him a redshirt year. But you and I both know that never really truly happened. So here he is now. Got a little bit more time to sit and learn than most, but he's still in for a tough test in his first NFL start.
Complete to
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Green. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he's got room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Green operating from the gun. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Zane Gonzalez.
That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. As the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come to the 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half, let's do it. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Made at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cardinals add on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
it's almost as if they were saying it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the Cardinals' 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say,
that's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
That's good.
A huge play there for Arizona. 62 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. On first down, Drake powering forward and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns. touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just...
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the pass.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On the return is Peterson. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But
and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st down, Seahawks.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Steps away to his left. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20.
Wilson on the keeper.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Wilson to Metcalf that time, 1st down, Seattle. Wilson. Forced out to it, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015,
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Complete to
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Seahawks.
To throw is Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Running for the shotgun with Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
He can run for it, and he will. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
I can still remember the excitement in the locker room after my first regular season game. The hugs, handshakes, and most of all, the words of encouragement from my mentor. It was great to know my teammates recognized my performance out on the field, and I was ready to show them that things were going to get even better. It was a tough break for the injured guy, but this was huge for me. The press wanted a quote, which is how things happened like they did. I smiled for a few last photos and left the podium. Later that day, I checked the headlines and was shocked to see one in particular about my press conference.